We're going to answer to the citizens of the state of Oklahoma.
Shots fired, then pepper spray. 1060 is 3600 North Martin Luther King Avenue.
Whatever happens next, take a look at that guy. Take a look real quick. That's your bad guy. Everybody else is out of play, whatever happens. Ready? Keep your eyes open. Tell them what happened.
They have an OC spray scenario where we actually pepper spray them and they're forced to respond to that and appropriately handle. That is kind of the culmination of all of the scenarios.
That was the worst thing that I've done in this academy.
OC spray suck. Being sprayed, it's brutal. But you got to be able to fight in those situations. You don't lay your guard down. Just because you get sprayed, you don't lay your guard down. You have to be able to defend yourself so you can go home at the end of the day.
We, throughout the academy, have 4-hour blocks almost weekly with the cadets where we're teaching them our curriculum, which ranges from the handcuffing, dealing with takedowns, general grappling, general striking, verbal techniques, etc. We take real life scenarios that we've watched from various channels like Police Activity or Craig Douglas's ShivWorks, things that we've seen in the real world. We replicate those scenarios for our cadets and place them into them and see how they respond and then coach them. I think it's important to understand that physical presence and verbal skills are paramount, and that is the start of de-escalation, but as the situation deteriorates, we are teaching these guys effective low-level techniques to begin, and then as the fight escalates, using more takedowns, striking, etc. to gain control of the situation. And as soon as they are in a dominant position or the suspect has begun to comply, we're off the gas pedal.
Now it's kind of like making it to where we're making it more excellent, making ourselves more excellent as the days go by. But with that, comes more responsibility. And, it's just each day, we're kind of gaining something. And then that's kind of like what the rest of the cadets are looking forward to, is just gaining more and more until we get to the position that we need to be in.
But I do feel that we probably give them the most realistic feel for a truly combative, non-compliant suspect and force them to overcome the mental battle that comes with that and the physical fatigue, as well as maintaining control once the fight is over.
It sucked. It royally sucked. For a minute there, you get through and they spray you and you don't feel it at first, and then about 15 seconds later, it hits you, and it hits you like a Mack truck. And you're just like, oh wow, when will this stop? And then even when you think you're feeling better, like your eyes are doing better, oh, it's just all over your face and your neck, and it hurts everywhere.
That's grade 3.
But I had to do the whole open one eye thing and to be able to see where he was. But once I was able to mount on him, back mount him, and it was, just muscle memory from doing it and during DT, just drilling it so much.
It's extremely painful, and it makes breathing difficult, your eyes shut, irritates your skin. So it's a bit of a mental and physical drill.
Again, yeah, that OC was awful. I've broken my shoulder, broken bones, and those breaks don't compare to that pain that you felt. It was the worst thing I've ever experienced, by far, for sure.
And it has happened in law enforcement where a suspect has actually full-on pepper sprayed a police officer. And it's happened to a couple of troopers I know as well. So I want to make sure they get the good coverage and get a full exposure to OC and understand how to appropriately fight through that, and then what to do afterward.
Being fine up until then, when I put my head in the water, it was just short little breaths. I was just panicking, and they were trying to get me to calm down. Then I went in front of the fan, and I probably sat in front of that fan 10, 15 minutes, did not move.
I sang Amazing Grace. I started singing worship music, you know, I'm very religious, so I was like, Lord, please help me, because I need the help. I'm really proud of myself, you know, but whenever I found out we were doing OC spray that week, I was like super nervous, super anxious, but afterwards it was just a relief. I was super proud of myself. I was like, man, I really did this, you know, like I finally overcame one of my fears.
This is a real deal. We're not playing it up for them. We're making them appropriately apply techniques, and they're going to have to appropriately demonstrate a competency in defensive tactics before we allow them to move forward in the academy.
Shots fired. Suspect 15.
Where? What's your location?
Oklahoma City.